find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second down, this is Gore. And some room to roam now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Another carry now for Gore. He'll take this to the 46. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. We know turnover margin always key. Going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. At the 36-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. The Vikings had 12-3 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. And that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oliver. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw on second down, Oliver. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alec Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man. That's Lazard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back. Options for him, and it's another 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Oliver.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Oliver.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Oliver. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Rodgers.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A run right side. It's Gore. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again they run, again it's Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16.
is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
A 16-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oliver. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 17.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Operating from the gun. Oliver. This is caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson from 6 yards away. Extra point attempt to come here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Oliver. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A handoff right. It's Gore. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's small football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Gay's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Palmer, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Green Bay,
they improved to 14-2. Still one game left to be played in this regular season.